Hey YouTube, I've got the ThinkPad T42 here, obviously a few years old. If you're looking for a review, this is not it. But I am going to review the notebook running Windows 7. Not the notebook itself physically, but running Windows 7. So this thing was designed for Windows XP. It's several years old. The OEM sticker on the back says XP Pro. It's definitely ThinkPad build quality. It's a good computer. I have a review on my channel if that's what you're looking for. I really like the notebook. So specs, it's got Pentium M processor, the mobile Pentium processor, Solo Core, 1.73 gigahertz, I believe, Pentium 735, Pentium M. Decent processor, L2, 2 meg cache, definitely not up to today's dual core standards, but hey, it'll do the job. It's got a gig of DDR 333 megahertz RAM. It came with 512. I threw another 512 stick in it recently, and it's been going pretty well. So it has a 40 gig, 5400 RPM hard drive. It's got XP Pro on it, Service Pack 3. Relatively new install, Windows 7 release candidate 1, build 7100, obviously 32-bit, very new install on it. So we'll boot it up. We've seen XP before and it runs just fine on here, so we're going to try Windows 7. We're a minute 35 seconds into the video. We'll say a minute 40 right there. We'll test the boot time. As you can see, it is a later Windows 7 build with this newer boot screen as opposed to the 6801 boot screen in previous alphas. So we're 20 seconds into it. Rather impressive. At 25 seconds we're past the boot splash and at a welcome screen. Excuse me. 35 seconds into the video it says welcome. 40 seconds. I'm going to wait for the sidebar. Should be opening. I believe I have that set. There it is. 50 seconds. Alright, so in under 60 seconds, more like 55 to be exact, everything's loaded. By the way, it's a new install. There's really not that much stuff installed, and everything's taken out of startup that I have installed. So in just under a minute, we've logged into Windows 7 here. With a gig of RAM, we're on 43%. And the CPU, it was just on 8%, now it's on 38, 5%, see what, 4%, 14%, so it's very capable. Obviously you're not going to get Aero on this graphics card, it's only 32 meg, but I think that looks better than XP. Now I'll be honest with you, I use a ThinkPad Z61 as my everyday machine. It's got 4 gig of RAM and a 2 gigahertz dual core, and it's obviously quite a bit faster than this. However, for what this is, it's really good. I have not set up IE yet, so we might as well. It's got wireless built in, of course, 802.11 A, B, and G. Down in my basement. It's a good wireless card, actually. I was impressed with it. We'll go over to system specs here. And as you can see, the Windows Experience Index only rated it a 1.0, which is the worst you can get. It goes from 1.0 to 7.9. The processor was a 3.2, which is not very good compared to my other machines being up in the 4 and 5 range. But you know what? On a machine like this, it's more than capable to run this operating environment. RAM was a 4.1, which was actually higher than I thought. Graphics 1.9. Obviously, it's not a real high-end graphics adapter. Gaming graphics 1.0 is where it gets the 1.0 score, and the primary hard disk is a 4.3, which is the highest score, which is pretty good. Actually, I was a bit surprised there. We'll go to view and print details for performance and system information. As you can see, manufacturer IBM, model 2373JTU, total amount of system memory 1.00 gig, RAM System type 32-bit operating system. Number of processor cores 1. 64-bit capable? No. Total disk size 37 gig. I've got 18 gig for drive C, and I think drive C is yes, C is 7 and D is XP. So I've got 12 gig free, so it's only a 6 gig install, and then XP is an 8 gig install. It's a DVD reader, not burner. And I don't think I really have the best graphics adapter installed, because it says graphics memory not detected and 000 for dedicated graphics, dedicated system, and shared system. Best the display reads or operates in is 1024 by 768 at 60 Hertz. But for the specs this is, it's going to run Windows 7 okay. Maybe not to my standards, maybe not to yours, but as you can see, I've been doing a little bit here. RAM's still calm. It's on 47%. You know, that's less than 512 meg. Open up Task Manager. $522 meg, 520, 491, 489. This is calming down. But you know, for a Windows operating environment, I'm really impressed, because you know, Vista would sit here out of a gig. What would it be using? About 800 meg. I mean, processor, it's been below 30% the whole time. We're using 470 meg RAM. It's more than capable. We'll do it. We'll open up Media Center. There it is, and hit the enter key, and we'll see how long it takes. That TV and video may not work as well because your video card does not support full features. Yeah, we figured. I don't think I have the right driver. I tried a couple different drivers. Windows Update doesn't really find anything better, but I can't get Arrow because it's 32 meg. So if that error message weren't there, you know, it really wasn't as bad as you'd think for the processor speed. We'll open up Control Panel here from the desktop. I don't know if I clicked that. So, you know, that's not a whole lot different from your 3 gigahertz Dell Dimension or whatever. Network. There it is. Takes a couple seconds for graphics to render. Explorer window. So it's not pitifully slow. Open up Internet Explorer. There it is. You know, you're really not waiting on a whole lot of time here. So we'll shut it down now, and we'll test that. So I will shut it down at 8 minutes and 10 seconds, which is now. As you can see, it fades right in there, logged off fairly quickly. I'm actually really impressed. So we're 10 seconds into the shutting down process. 15 seconds. The disk utilization light. Okay, so it was 22 seconds to shut down. So that is not bad at all. Now we'll try XP. I don't have a whole lot of time left for the video, but we will at least get XP kind of booted up. Back to the system BIOS there. Come on. This is Vista's bootloader, or Windows 7's bootloader. So we hit OK at 8 minutes and 50 seconds, let's say. XP is actually slower. So here we are at 10 seconds into it. Still have a splash boot screen here. I like XP, and if I were using this full time, I would most likely use XP just because it is a bit snappier within Windows. But Windows 7 runs pretty well. I'm used to higher end performance though. 30 seconds. Excuse me. Alright, so about 40-50 seconds. A little tiny bit faster than Windows 7. It may have seemed longer because of the longer boot screen, but we had less blackout time. Running out of time for the video. Thank you very much for watching. Windows XP actually works really well on here. So thanks again for watching.